Danger, danger, danger. You're as cold as ice. I don't know. I don't think I know what it is. Hope this worked. Okay. Oh. We have life! Yay. Oh, God. Danger, danger. Oh, it didn't cut off. Yay. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Let me check something real quick. Now, I don't know what's going on with my TV, but how's the stream looking? This is so weird. So this is really weird. So on my TV, no, we don't need retribution. So on my TV, it looks like I don't know. My TV is so colorful, and I have no idea why. But when I look at the stream, it looks fine. I don't know what's going on with my TV. I think it's time for a new TV. I don't know. I hope it's not time, but hey, it might be time. I had to capitalize on them Black Friday sales, cause I might need a new TV, cause this looks so weird. I don't know why. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Universe Mode recap. As you guys already know, when we do one of these things, it's almost time for the next set of Universe Mode episodes to come out, which will be coming out very, very soon. I'm so excited to talk about Veangeance and the success that Veangeance, by the way, with in views and likes and reactions and stuff like that. But yeah, we're going to be talking about all that today, as it is almost time for our next set of Universe Mode. Get a little quick updates. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I urge you to do so. Monday Night Raw is near completion. NXT needs one segment and it is done. Smackdown is in production and will be finished by the end of the day today. And Backlash is fully edited and rendered and uploaded. So that is the update. All I'm missing for Backlash is graphics. All I'm missing for NXT is graphics and the show. After I get the graphics and the show, I will commentate both Raw and NXT, and you will see those episodes this weekend, probably. The current plan is to have a Tuesday night release of Backlash, so y'all can get a pay-per-view before Thanksgiving, because what I want to do is work on the next week's episodes, and during my break. I might work on week 5 and 6 and get the entire the next 2 weeks recorded. All I gotta do is just upload. But yeah. But that's the update. That's pretty much it on how the recording is going. But let's talk about Monday Night Raw first. So I'm gonna run down the go home show of Monday Night Raw. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I really want to talk about Veangeance and In Your House. Really, I don't want to talk about anything else. But I really want to talk about those two shows first. But let's do a roll call. Let's see who's in the chat, because my TV is acting weird and I can't see words. Yeah, I think it's time for a new TV, boys. I don't know what's going on with that. Who's in the chat? Let's do a roll call. Let's see. Who's in the chat? Let's do a roll call. I need to mute that. There we go. Nope. We got Sammy Talks in the building. Zombie Killers in the building. Blake Lewis. Zextus is in the building. Welcome back, Zextus. I haven't seen Zextus in 6 months, but hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, my guy. Good to see you. Good to see you here. I love to see new faces. Awesome. I don't play online, so I have no clue. It might be trash, it might not be, I don't know. What Sammy said, no one really plays online on this game. Let's be real. I don't know if the game online's trash or not. You're gonna have to find that out yourself. I don't play online. Last I played online was like, I think July or something. I don't know. I have no clue, honestly. Yeah, but hey, it happens. So I have music playing in my ears while I'm doing this stream. It's pretty awesome. Let's talk about Raw real quick. So the go home show of Monday Night Raw. What can I say? Monday Night Raw's quality this season has been absolutely incredible. And I gotta commend the writing, because the writing has been awesome. For the entire season so far, and I have not had a problem with it. You know, there hasn't been a you notice, guys, there hasn't been a bad episode of Monday Night Raw or NXT this entire season. I can't name a bad episode of Monday Night Raw. What's up, Lonnie? Welcome to the stream. I can't name a bad episode of Monday Night Raw. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. And I felt that a lot of people complain about the length of the show for some odd reason. I don't know why, but some people complained that Monday Night Raw was too long. What are you talking about? It was 2 hours. Rightfully so. The reason why the show was 2 hours is because it had quality matches and quality storytelling. It wasn't a waste of my 2 hours, you know, and it didn't drag on my 2 hours at all. So I don't understand the criticism of it being too long. I don't see it being too long at all. When I was making the show and editing the show, I felt like those 2 hours went by so quick. I wanted to keep commentating. I'm like, it's over. But I had to stop commentating, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to keep commentating because that's how good the show was. The Intercontinental Championship tournament was built up very well, even though we had a little miscommunication at the beginning. But that was really good. I have issue with the tournament at all. The main events of Raw the last 4 weeks have been great. I mean, it has not been a bad main event at all. The women's stuff has been awesome. The Io Shirai promo, the Sandra Baszler promo, both were great. You know? What more can I say about Monday Night Raw that has not been stated already? Great quality matches, great storytelling. You know? Same for NXT. Same for NXT. The thing that I like about Raw and how Vengeance was, Jay White didn't show up he only showed up on one show. This really makes me mad. Everybody was in tune with Rusev Day and them reuniting and all that stuff like that. And then Jay White shows up and gives public service announcement in his little interview with Michael Cole a few weeks ago. He only showed up on one Raw. Then he shows up at Vengeance, and that stunt happens. And it really makes me mad. Like, how did y'all get in contact to do that? You know what I'm saying? How did Jay White convince you to leave something that's been great, that the fans love with you, man, and then you want to go back to that? I don't understand it. But that was brilliant. Jay White feels like $1 million. Adam Cole feels like $1 million. Shayna Baszler feels like a bad chick. You know what I'm saying? And the tag team champions, they're good. I like the tag team champions at right now. Although, personally, I agree, Sammy. The main event picture is amazing on Monday Night Raw. Although, personally, if I had to pick a weak feud that Monday Night Raw built up for Vengeance, probably has to be the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Hey, now here's what. Do I love the Street Profits? I'm sorry about SmackDown. Do I love Owens and Zayn? Yes, I do. Do I love the War Raiders? Obviously I do, because I approved a 1-year title reign for them. Yes, I love both teams. But would I have done a rematch from TakeOver Las Vegas on Vengeance? Personally, no. Because I feel, in my honest opinion, if I was booking this, now I know what he's doing, because I know where he's going. But if I was booking this rematch wouldn't have happened for a few months. Probably would have happened at SummerSlam. That's when I would have did the rematch. Even though it fits the title of Vengeance, I feel like that matchup is so big that it shouldn't be on Vengeance. You know, I feel like that match is bigger than Vengeance, you know? Because of how the War Raiders were portrayed in NXT. That's the only reason why I feel like that. The War Raiders were portrayed so well in NXT, I just can't see them being on a pay-per-view like that and being in a matchup like that. The guys that broke your streak on a pay-per-view like Vengeance. Maybe it could be a turn of a tide. You know, we always say that the Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views don't really meet, or they're B-level shows. I think we can maybe put these shows as maybe A minuses or A shows. You know what I'm saying? Not like SummerSlam, King of the Ring, or Survivor Series, or not those shows like that. I'm talking about put those shows as you can't miss them because you're going to miss something, you know, but they're not the Omega pay-per-views like the other ones. I think we should do something like that to make them mean something in the end. So maybe that could be a turn of the tide, which we could have with those shows. But what is there not to be said about Monday Night Raw? Another solid show. You know? It was another solid performance from the Red Brand that you can't complain about. You can't complain about Monday Night Raw and what they've been doing. It's been A+ so far. So, if I have to give Monday Night Raw a rating out of 10, I will give this show a solid 9 out of 10. For a go-home show, it was pretty good. For a go-home show, it really impressed me. And for a go-home show, it got me even more excited for what I'm going to see at Vengeance. Or what I saw at Vengeance. It was really good. And the ending was absolutely masterful. That beatdown with Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole and Balor was well done. It was great. It was great. Now, on to In Your House. NXT TakeOver, or whatever you want to call it. NXT In Your House. What can I say? What can I say about NXT In Your House? That hasn't been said already. This was the best NXT show of the month. No doubt about it. When I look back at this month of Universe Mode and Season 7, and when I look at episode 100, it's the 100th episode of the series. Up to the 2K20 series, by the way, not the entire series. We're on episode 300 something of the entire series. I have to go back and count. It's so many. That's why I do it like that. We're on episode 100 of the 2K20 series. And when I say it lived up to being the 100th episode of the series, it lived up to the hype. It lived up to the hype. This was a special, not the real thing. TakeOver Chicago 2. It was just it was a little preview, like like you put the cheese on there for the sandwich. You put the lettuce on there, you put the tomatoes on there, but you haven't got the meat yet. You haven't got the meat of the sandwich. You're going to get that at NXT TakeOver Chicago too. You know what I'm saying? You haven't got to the nitty and gritty of the sandwich yet. That's what I was looking at when I was looking at In Your House. This felt like a takeover. It did. It felt like a takeover. It felt like I was doing a takeover in the middle of the week. Every match was built up. It had surprises. It had craziness. It was combustible. It was just downright great. Great. And great job. Y'all had 3 weeks. It was actually, it was actually 4. 4 weeks. 4 weeks y'all did a special in the middle of y'all build to take over Chicago 2, and y'all delivered. I thought it was great. No, Sammy, that was not the takeover. The takeover is happening in 4 weeks. The takeover is going to be the night before our next brand exclusive pay-per-view, which will be announced because I'm sorry, it's already announced. Oopsie, I forgot my schedule. It will be the night before Payback. Payback is in 5 weeks. If I'm correct, 5 weeks from 5 weeks. So NXT TakeOver Chicago 2 will be the night before Payback. It will be the show before Payback. Payback will be on that Sunday, and that Saturday night will be NXT TakeOver Chicago 2. If my schedule is correct, I think it's Payback, but I might double check. It might be for the Smackdown. I don't know. I gotta ask J&W how he wants to do it. My schedule might be wrong. I don't know. No, I'm getting my schedule wrong. Well, never mind. Going up against my show. TakeOver Chicago 2 will be in 4 weeks' time, the night before the pay-per-view that is yet to be announced for Smackdown. The Smackdown exclusive pay-per-view. Question. You don't know it yet. You'll find out at Backlash. I had to make sure because that's actually 9 weeks. That's not 8 weeks of build. My bad. I got my weeks wrong. But that was correct. It's a week before Payback. Just know that. That was not the takeover. We'll see. You will find out what the next exclusive pay-per-view for SmackDown will be at Backlash. Backlash will reveal a lot. Y'all better not miss Backlash. Hey. Y'all better not miss Backlash. I'm just saying. Backlash will reveal a lot about how people act. A lot of where we're going for SmackDown in just one night. So, you will see Backlash be scheduled hopefully by the end of this weekend. I will schedule Backlash for premiere. But, nonetheless, like I was saying, takeover, you could call it a takeover, but I call it NXT in your house. Like I said, this was the best NXT of the month. Period. Point blank. And if I compare the first month of season 6 NXT to season 7, I wouldn't say it's night and day. No, it was not night and day, because I did enjoy some episodes from the first month of season 6. There were some great episodes in there. But we were just getting into the footing, and we had a limited roster, and we did what we did. So I want you to think about this for a second. NXT had a limited roster, and we did what we did in 1 month for season 6, and was still putting on quality TV at one point. You know, because I felt that NXT last season was better than Monday Night Raw, but was not better than Smackdown at the time. At the beginning of season 6, Smackdown was the best brand, period. It wasn't even close. But NXT came in and was better than Monday Night Raw for, I think, Raw didn't catch up to NXT up until about maybe when Velveteen Dream won the title. So Raw was the worst brand at one point for the beginning of season 6. NXT was the second best brand in the company, and SmackDown was just so great. SmackDown was just so good. I mean, it was. Finn Balor. SmackDown was just great at that point in time. But now NXT is the second best brand again. Well, I can't even say second best brand. On some weeks, it's the best brand in the company. Some weeks, it's the second best brand. It just depends on the week. Like I said, I made this joke. I was like, wait, I have a 1A, 1B, and a 2. like if I had to rank them, it would be hard. It would be 1A, 1B. Yeah, you know. Then you got the 2 right there. Hopefully, in the middle of season 7, I'll be like 1A, 1B, 1C. That's what I ultimately want. But for right now, that's how it is. 1A, 1B, 2. Some weeks NXT is the best show in the company. Some weeks it's the second best show in the company. Hey, being number 2 is not bad. You know. Hey, you're one of the best shows in the company. We'll see how everything stacks up for the entirety of CTP when New Japan and AEW gets here. I'm really curious to see what's going to be my favorite show that's under my name. I'm curious, but we'll see how everything goes when AEW and New Japan makes their way to the CTP very soon. But I digress. I keep running my mouth. The only thing that really is better this season about NXT than it was so far, than it was for the first month of season 6, is that they're not building towards a takeover in 4 weeks. Now, if you guys remember, in season 6, I had no champions for NXT since it was coming back. So NXT in season 6 had a lot to do in less time, because we were running takeovers back to back, because we had to crown champions and build towards the takeover for Money in the Bank weekend at the same time. Probably why we had Invades Toronto, which is still one of my favorite NXT shows to be ever made. Well, not ever made, but one of my favorite NXT shows that we had last season. It was freaking amazing. But I digress. So, In Your House, it reminds me in a way of NXT Invades Toronto, but a better version of that, because NXT Invades Toronto was just a special. Well, technically In Your House was a special too, but NXT Invades Toronto was just something to give us to give the fans to have a special NXT this 1 week or whatever, and it wasn't really that much of a big deal. You know, it was just a great concept that turned into one of the best shows of the year. You know, but In Your House is just a better version of that. 4 weeks, you're halfway through your build to take over Chicago, and you give me a show like this. This was fantastic. I look now. I don't mean to sound like you know who here. I didn't see nothing wrong. I ain't gonna elaborate on it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I didn't see nothing wrong with this show at all. At all. Literally, I didn't see nothing wrong with the show. I don't know what is there to complain about, because there is nothing. No, not him. You didn't get it, but it's from a song, but you didn't get it. No, I'm not talking about him. He's fine. He's not doing anything. I don't really. I haven't watched him in a while, honestly. I still follow him on Twitter though, but I haven't watched him in a while. But you didn't get it. Where is Takeover in your house? I can't find it. There it is. I couldn't find it at one point. I was like, wait, where is it at? Here it is. What I mean by that was there was not a bad match. There was a great match, but there was not a bad match. There's not anything I didn't like about the show. And it lived up to its hype. Now, I did get some comments that personally people are not feeling NXT for some odd reason. I don't know, how can you not feel this show, as this show feels the best it's ever felt. Seriously. I understand having your favorite show, but if you say that you think that NXT is downright horrible, I don't know what you're watching. I don't know what you're watching. But this same dude said that Smackdown's the best show, or second best show of the series, when it's really not. But we'll talk about Smackdown in just a second. So this show has felt the best it's ever felt. Like seriously. I look forward every week commentating NXT. Every week. You know, I love how the show is run, how it's produced, how stories are being told. It's not, oh, no, oh, he does this, he does that. They fight each other and then they rematch each other. You know, it's not that type of storytelling. It's slow burn storytelling. It's in your face storytelling. It's quality storytelling. Like with the Samoa Joe and Bobby Lashley match, which I believe that happened. You know, Samoa Joe, he's feuding with the top 1%. He challenged them for a 3-on-1 handicap match at NXT TakeOver Chicago 2. Bobby Lashley has been having great matches in NXT. He has felt the best he's ever felt in a long time. They duke it out. They fight each other. They beat the crap out of each other for 10 to 15 minutes. It was a great barn burner. Samoa Joe gets momentum towards TakeOver Chicago 2. Bobby Lashley continues the story that he's had. And that's it. See how well that goes together? See how well that goes together? It's a different type of storytelling. Where you have Monday Night Raw, that's just utter chaos. They tell their stories through chaos. They tell their stories through not slowing down. Raw feels like it never slows down. I love shows like that. NXT just tells you, hey, we're gonna tell our stories through the ring. We're gonna tell our stories through feeling and getting invested in the characters. We're gonna build up characters. We're gonna make you question things. We're gonna make you theorize with our storytelling. That's exactly what NXT in Your House did. It made me theorize. It made me question. It made me be like, okay, now what? Okay, how this is going to work now? With this element that's going into this story. You know what I mean? You can't tell me that that's not storytelling that you can get behind. I don't know what else they need to do to get you to enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know what's going on with my TV. I cannot see that. Yes, I would. Oh, I will most definitely mention that. I haven't got to it yet. I'm gonna get to it. I haven't got to it yet. You know what I mean? The Samoa Joe and top 1% things have probably been one of the most interesting things on the show because of how it was built up. It was just built up from a one little tag team match that Samoa Joe just got tired of. Like Samoa Joe just, it felt like Samoa Joe was like, I'm just tired of losing. like in the top 1%, I was just a loser. I'm tired of losing. I want something different. You know what I mean? That's how Samoa Joe felt to me. Like he's just tired of losing. He wants something different from his experience right now. You know? And I've been enjoying the story. I don't know how this 3-on-1 handicap match is gonna go. I think Samoa Joe's going into a death wish. You're willing to fight EC3 and the top 1% members in a 3-on-1 handicap match? Are you insane? But Samoa Joe said he's going to get it done. I don't know how he's going to get it done, but we'll see. We will see. But In Your House just gave Samoa Joe more fuel to his fire because Bobby Lashley just had a classic match with Daniel Bryan, which everybody talked about and praised the week before, I believe, or 2 weeks before this, and Joe and Lashley put on another banger. You know, Lashley's all about having bangers, like what Daniel Bryan's been doing. We'll get to him in a second, because I love this little detail right here. We'll talk about this in just a second. But great opening contest. So then we move on from that, had a little showcase. Batista came back. Now this was very interesting. Batista has not been seen since WrestleMania in Las Vegas when he cropped Brock Lesnar at Mania Las Vegas. And he wasn't been seen until this show In Your House. So we'll talk about Batista in a second. But I want to move on to this matchup right here. Buddy Murphy and Daniel Bryan. Now, you thought that this is going to be a original or just a little battle royal between Murphy and Bryan. This actually turned into, a little best of 5 that really didn't have anything, to going for it. But in less than 3 minutes, my interest is already high for this already because it's freaking Buddy Murphy and Daniel Bryan of all people. But in less than, I would say, 3 minutes, this promo happened. You got me interested in this matchup, and I literally can't wait to see how this best of 5 goes. Because Buddy Murphy said that everybody was talking about Sasha Banks and Candice LeRae, and everybody was talking about Drew McIntyre and the NXT Championship. Even everybody was talking about what the Revival was doing, but nobody was talking about him. Everybody was talking about everybody else except Buddy Murphy. And he had a problem with that. So Buddy Murphy said, listen to this. To make everybody talk about me and what Daniel Bryan was doing with, Daniel Bryan and Kenny Omega and all of this and all that. He upped the ante of this best of 5. Now this best of 5 is for the NXT North American Championship. Let that sink in. I'm gonna let that marinate for a second for y'all. This best of 5 is for the NXT North American Championship. One sentence has made this feud and best of 5 10 times more interesting. One sentence. NXT North American Championship. Now that's how you build the character right there. Buddy Murphy just been having great match after great match after great match after great match. Nobody identifying with him. Nobody paying attention. He used real facts. This is a simple storytelling. Real facts. That's been going on with actual premieres, going on with actual YouTube chats. He used real facts to show you that Buddy Murphy was not talked about. Everybody was talking about everybody else except Buddy Murphy. Now, Buddy Murphy is giving you a reason to talk about him. The same guy that went toe-to-toe with Kenny Omega in a classic that everybody's still talking about, Daniel Bryan. Buddy Murphy said, I want that guy in an NXT North American Championship match. That is how you build a story and build up a character. Now I'm 10 times more interested in this matchup because now you got the caliber. If I wasn't already interested in the match, now I got another reason to be interested because now the NXT North American Championship is on the line in the winner of this best of 5. And I love how the match was produced. Buddy Murphy just got cocky. He thought he had it won. He thought that this was going to be his moment. But then Daniel Bryan out of nowhere wins. Now, Murphy might be questioning, did I make the right decision? Did me putting the NXT North American Championship on the line will benefit me in the end? Will I lose my title now? Now you got to think about that. Now he has to question, was this the right decision? Because now his championship could be in jeopardy. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? How simple the storytelling is and how easy it is to follow on this show? You know what I'm saying? You cannot tell me after what I just said, how are you not interested in Daniel Bryan and Buddy Murphy now? How are you not? How are you not? Simple storytelling like that has got me interested in this feud. Simple. That easy. Now, moving on. Another great performance. Great match. Bryan won. Now I'm interested. Will Daniel Bryan be a North American champion? Will he actually win this best of 5? Let's find out. We'll see. I'm curious. After that, we moved on. Candice LeRae got in another match to build momentum. Well, I'm sorry. LeRae versus Sasha Banks was next. I said the wrong thing. Ashley didn't stop. We went right back in the ring of Candice LeRae and Sasha Banks. Sasha wanted to be smart here, and she won her matchup via countout. She didn't beat Candice LeRae. She didn't make Candice LeRae tap out. She won via countout. She used the rules to her advantage. Smart heel play. No complaints. That's exactly what Sasha Banks would do. If you can't beat her, can't get her count out. Double count out. Simple right there. All I gotta say with that. Great match. Wasn't a bad match. Great match. I loved it. But that's just how it is. After that, I was obviously mad on commentary, of course, because hey, I won a fair match. Of course I was mad. But I just love how during the ending of the match, before the countout happened, Candice LeRae was in the bank statement on the outside, which was a nice visual, by the way. That was kind of cool. That was really, really cool. And then I love how Banks let go of the bank statement after the countout happened, and she just took her title and walked off, which was great. Then we got Batista. Simple question: Why you were gone for so long? That question got answered immediately. Batista said, I was gone for so long because I'm Batista. I can do whatever I want. NXT doesn't control when I show up or how I show up. That what Batista said. He can do what he wants to. He can show up when he wants to. You don't control when he shows up. Hey, simple as that. Hey, I like it. Good stuff, Batista. So after that, Batista had a matchup that I think a lot of people overrate on this show or don't give enough credit to. Batista had a mystery opponent, which turned out to be Tommaso Champa. This was a literal war. A literal war that was amazing. This match was great. Simply great. You know, I had no issues how this match was produced and how it was made. In my opinion, I'm going to make a bold thing here. This was the second best match of the night in your house. It was Batista versus Tommaso Ciampa. Second best match of the night. Period. Batista wins, and he casts his welcome back match, or his first match of season 7 was a success as he wins in brutal fashion. That finish was absolutely incredible with Batista. Now, I want to talk about this tag match in detail for a second. I know what happened, but it was the Revival versus Harper and Bray. But I want to talk about this in detail for just a second, because I have a theory that what's been going on with this guy, this mystery dude that says, he first said, looks like I got to put the old dog down. Then he said, how long in your house? How long do you have to wait, or something like that, or something along those lines? I have a theory of who this guy is. Now, warning here, I do not know how this story's going. The NXT writers have not told me who this guy is. I have no clue who this is. I am just as confused as you. For real. It's my show and I'm confused. That's how my writers work. They don't tell me everything. I approve the majority of stuff, but some things I don't know. So, legit, I don't know how this is going to end. I don't know where they're going. They didn't tell me about this. So, I have a theory. The guy that is saying these cryptic messages, I gotta put the old dog down. How long? Here, after watching In Your House back again and watching the Harper and Bray and Revival match closely, I predict that the guy that is behind these messages is in Bray Wyatt's group. That's what I predict. He's working with Bray Wyatt. Think about it. This sounds like Bray Wyatt-esque. I gotta put the old dog down. How long? How long do we have to wait? Think about that for a second. That sounds Bray Wyatt-esque, doesn't it? I think he's with Bray Wyatt. And I think what Bray Wyatt is doing is he's pleasing him. And him, I'm talking about the Fiend. That's why he picked up Luke Harper the way he did at the end of the match. And attacked Luke Harper. But I think Luke Harper is about to be initiated into the Funhouse. I think he's trying to please him. And I think he's going to add a new member to his group. That's my prediction. Old dog down. How long? That's Bray Wyatt-esque. And I think that Bray Wyatt has a new member with him. And that's what I predict. At first I thought it was going to be somebody like Darren Tarleton or somebody like that. But when I look at it, that's not Darren Tarleton. Can't be. That's not what Darren Tarleton's all about. Darren Tarleton would have been shown himself if it was him. I don't think it's him. Whoever it is working with Bray Wyatt. If you look at the size and build of him, I have an idea who it is, but I'll let y'all know next week on week 5 when we talk about Backlash and stuff. What's up, Gino? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. But that's my prediction. Has to be something with Bray Wyatt. I mean, it makes sense because of what he's been saying in his messages. That's what I think. That's what I think it is. Moving on. After we got that, Kurt Angle announced some announcements for Chicago and 2. As we got to our main event, which is Drew McIntyre versus Mr. Alistair Black. Winner of this match will face Kenny Omega for the NXT Championship. Alistair Black and McIntyre was the best match of the night by far. And very, very good. I did not expect a clean finish. I thought that Kenny Omega was going to mess something up, or I thought somebody else was going to come out and mess this matchup up, but we actually got a clean finish surprisingly. So I gotta give credit where credit is due. J&W and them threw me off. They actually pinned Alistair Black clean, which was very surprising to me. Best match of the night to end a great show with twists and turns and mystery. Who is this guy that says we gotta put the old dog down? Now, because thinking about that, when the mystery dude said old dog down, I don't know who he means. Does he mean Kurt Angle? Does he mean Batista? But Batista just came back. Why would he be targeting Batista? So, as I said, I have quite more questions than answers. But I think he's working with Bray Wyatt because that's Bray Wyatt rhetoric. Has to be Bray Wyatt rhetoric. There's no way that he's not working with Bray Wyatt. Now, moving on. Let's talk about Smackdown real quick. Now, I don't want to spend too much time because everybody been telling me I just complain about Smackdown and not don't give it its fair shot. I'm gonna run through this quickly. Is the show improving? Yes, it is. I feel the show was not bad this week watching it back. But I'm just gonna roll through this quickly. There are some logic gaps that need to be fixed. But I think SmackDown is gonna get it together next week and give you guys one of the best shows that they put on so far this season. So believe that for sure. But all I just want to say is there's one thing I did not like about this show. Well, there's multiple things, but I don't want to rag on it too long. Because I just don't want to feel like a hater at this point of my own television show. But some people call me hater SmackDown for some reason. But even though I praise King Dar and the great Bianca Belair, who's on my own show, but on SmackDown. But anyway, before we talk about SmackDown and my issue with the show this week, I want to talk about this thing right here. Samuel Lewis, and I'm going to reiterate this for the next couple of weeks because you guys will see. Samuel Lewis is the best thing on SmackDown. I said it here first. Samuel Lewis is the best thing about SmackDown. Dead serious. He's the most interesting thing on the show right now. Outside of King Dar, which you can argue, and maybe Ricochet, because I like where Ricochet's going. So far, Samuel Lewis is the most interesting thing on SmackDown. This era of Lewis, this revolution that's coming up, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Because if you notice, and I say this on Twitter, Samuel Lewis is acting different because of what's been going on with him and how he lost to Vince Diamond and how he lost to Lorenzo Sanson in 5 seconds, or I think it was 5 seconds, 2 to 5 seconds from what I remember. Samuel Lewis has used all that anger and anguish and have revamped himself again. You know, Samuel Lewis was best when he was with the era of Lewis, when it was all about him. And now he's speaking on revolution, which I'm curious to see how this is going to go. But he's the best thing on SmackDown. The dude has had one attack and one speaking. He spoke for 9 minutes. I kept track of time. He spoke for 9 minutes, and it's one of the most interesting things on this show. He said he's going to clear up his past. And what he means by that, he's going to clear out what has been bothering him. And that is what the feud with Bryan Angel. Because Bryan Angel has been the thing that's been bothering Samuel Lewis the most. Because, fun fact, Bryan Angel has Samuel Lewis's number. Lewis has never beaten Bryan Angel. Yes. I'm I am so sorry, guys. I got a phone call. Had to answer that for a second. That's what happened. The stream didn't cut off. We're fine. I got a phone call. I'm so sorry. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Give me a second. I'll be BRB. Alright. I'm back. I'm so sorry. I was trying to figure out what is wrong with my TV. Y'all don't see it, but this is so weird. So my TV is currently green. I don't know why. It's green. I don't know what is going on with it. I think this TV is old though. I haven't had a new TV in years. But I think it's time to get a new one because this thing is green. It's literally green. And I don't know what's happening with it. So I went to get some water because I got a phone call, and I was trying to fix it, and I don't know if I made it worse or not. But it's weird because y'all see on the YouTube video it's freaking fine. It's like it's regular color, but on my TV it's not even that color. I don't know why. I might be investing in a TV for Black Friday because this looks weird as heck. I don't know how to fix it. I'm going to try to get it fixed because it might throw me off when I do matches because I don't know. I can still see everything, but it might look. I might not like something, but in reality, when the show was finished, it might come out better, than it looks. This is weird. I don't know why. But hey, we're going to move on from it, and I guess I can continue talking about what I was talking about. Samuel Lewis, Mr. Lewis, before I got cut off, I was talking about Lewis. Like I said, he's the best thing about Smackdown, and the most complete thing about Smackdown so far. And I felt like what SmackDown is doing with him and how SmackDown is treating Samuel Lewis is how he's supposed to be treated, how he deserves to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I commend how they're doing him. That's probably the best thing about SmackDown. Now, the complaint I had was the logic in this triple threat match, and we talked about this for a long time on when the show premiered. I did not like the triple threat women's championship number one contender match. I didn't like it at all. At all. Lacey Evans had one of the most illogical things I've seen in the series history. Well, not in the series history, but this season. I have not scratched my head more than I did watching this match and commentating this match. You can hear the frustration in my voice when I was commentating this match. I was really, really frustrated, and I did not like it at all. Lacey Evans punched Ember Moon and knocked her out, but she didn't throw Alexa Bliss out the ring. She threw Ember Moon out the ring. I was scratching my head because if that were me, if I punched somebody in the face and knocked them out, they wasn't moving, I would immediately go for Alexa Bliss and try to take her out so I can go for the easy pin. I thought that was more heelish than how they portrayed it on TV, or how it was portrayed to me and explained to me. In my honest opinion, that was more heelish than the actual reality of her throwing Ember Moon out. Yes, you can argue that Lacey is an egomaniac and she was toying around and stuff, but you have an opportunity to fight the SmackDown Women's Champion, the same SmackDown Women's Champion that beat you 2 weeks prior. And you're not going to feel aggressive towards that? I mean, come on, Lacey. That makes no sense to me. That literally makes no sense to me at all. So I was scratching my head at that. I was scratching my head at that decision. Like, that made no sense to me. at all. So we'll see how I don't even know. We'll figure it out. We'll see how everything goes in the future with how Lacey Evans was portrayed. But I was scratching my head at that. Wait, was any of you guys scratching your head at that? Like, let me know in the chat. Like, are you on the side that fits Lacey Evans' character, or are you on the side that say, hey, that didn't make any sense? Like, I'm curious to know your answers to that question. I was scratching my head. I don't know about you guys, but I was scratching my head at that decision. Like, I personally didn't like it. I don't know if anybody else did, but y'all chat, let me know if y'all liked it. I did personally. But that's about it about Smackdown. That's only, yes, it still has a lot of issues, but that's the only thing that really bothered me the most. Was that everything else? The King Dar stuff was pretty good. Not knowing who attacked him was kind of cool. So we'll see how that goes around. A lot of people didn't like that neither, but I defended that and said, hey, it's a little bit unpredictable. We don't know who attacked him. You can use that element of story to go into the next week. So we'll see how that plays out. But everything else was pretty decent. Not the worst show in the world, but it just had logical issues. And like I said, once those logical issues are fixed, SmackDown's perfectly fine. If they keep doing what they're doing with Samuel Lewis, they keep doing what they're doing with everybody else. Probably should make Ronda Rousey more important, but that's just me. And make her feel like Ronda Rousey. And focus in more on the television championship division, because you do have that title. I think SmackDown's going to be perfectly fine, in my honest opinion. Everything else, I didn't have an issue with, or it wasn't too bad to call out. So that's just how I felt. Now on to Vengeance. First brand exclusive pay-per-view of season 7, and it delivered. I don't think I had so much fun watching that show in a watch party this past weekend. It was just great. It was just great. I was like, man, I can't wait to do it again. It was it was great. It was very, very good. I commend Expert. I commend JNW. Shout outs to them for coming in the party, and we watched the entire show. It was really, really cool. Gino showed up for a bit. I think Hornet was there too. So I loved it. I absolutely loved the watch party that we had for that show. And what made Vengeance so special was the freaking amazing Karrion Kross spot. Karrion Kross, when he came out, the chat exploded like I've never seen it explode before. Everybody was so hyped. I remember like it was yesterday, because I was as genuinely as surprised as you guys was, because he didn't tell me about this. Your good old Raw booker forgot to tell me that Karrion Kross was going to show up and attack John Cena. I had no clue. I had no idea. I was like, wait. What is going on for real? Because I was confused. And what you heard right there was a genuine reaction that I did not have no clue that was going to happen. No clue. Because I thought that Karrion Kross was going to be in the thing I pitched. I pitched that Karrion Kross was going to show up during the match cards, and it was going to flash and stuff like that. But he showed up and made a great debut. a debut I will never forget of CTP. That was probably one of the best debuts we've had in a long time. Karrion Kross feels as special as he should be. That was well done. That was well done. I will never forget that. That was probably the best moment of 2020 for me on YouTube. I would never forget that for the rest of this year. That was great. That was great. I adored that moment. Because that reaction was just great. Just great. So, that was the moment of vengeance. Match of the night probably was the WWE Championship match. No doubt about it. That was great. Second best match, I'm gonna go with unpopular. I'm gonna go with Cena and Sullivan. They tore the house down. That was awesome. That's my second best match of the night. Vengeance did not have a single bad match. Now, there were some matches that went a little too long, like the tag match, and I think Cena and Sullivan could have erased 5 minutes off their match, but that's just me. Other than that, everything else was well paced. And I had no issues with it. Io and Shayna Baszler was the perfect time. Perfect time. The timing was on point for Io and Shayna. So whoever did that, keep that. That was perfect timing. And Io didn't pass out. She passed out. She didn't tap out. So maybe Io could use that as motivation to come back for Shayna Baszler down the road. We'll see what she does. But yeah. What more did I do? I need to discuss about Vengeance. Vengeance broke records. The fastest video in CTP history to hit 200 subscribers outside of a pay-per-view. The highest grossing video of this month. The highest grossing video since WrestleMania Las Vegas Night 2. One of the best videos of November for me. Period. The watch time was freaking amazing. An average of 20 to 25 minutes watch time. It kept you in tune. You didn't want to leave. The opening package was the best opening package on this channel. Period. The song matched. The footage made sense that you used. I mean, what else I can talk about? I think that's probably one of the best non-takeover or Big Five. I say Big Five because I think King of the Ring is important in my opinion. Big Five outside of the Big Five and takeovers. I think that was probably one of the best shows outside of those shows. Or for a Raw exclusive pay-per-view, that's the best Raw exclusive pay-per-view we have ever produced. Period, point blank. I can't find a single show in my catalog on YouTube that it was a Raw exclusive pay-per-view that was better than Vengeance. Not a single. I can't find a single one that was Raw exclusive, not everything else. Because there is shows that was better than Vengeance, but outside of everything else, don't even count SmackDown either. Because I felt a SmackDown pay-per-view last season was better than this show, but we'll talk about that at a later date. But out of the Raw catalog, there's nothing that was better than this show. Nothing. Payback last year, was alright. No. I'm sorry, Payback. Extreme Rules last year, it was all right. Backlash last year for Raw, I don't think it don't even light a candle. It don't light a candle to this show. You can't even compare those two at all. That's how good this show was. Period. Point blank. What more do I need to say about this show? I don't know what more I can say. Besides, I'm looking forward to Payback. I'm looking forward to it. Show, if I had to rate out of 10, this was a 10. This was a 10. And I mean what I said. This was a 10. We'll see what Backlash does. Judging, I have seen Backlash. And I did make Backlash, by the way. Or the majority of it. Besides one match. Backlash is just is a show about rebuilding the Smackdown brand to what Smackdown was in season 6. Rebuilding the theme of Smackdown that was developed before we moved to Friday nights. Because in my opinion, it needs that. That's what Backlash is. So, will Backlash be better than Vengeance? I'm not going to answer that question right now. You'll find out next week when I talk about Backlash. But, I mean, Vengeance just set the bar high for season 7. In Your House set the bar. Fantastic show, by the way. Vengeance put it even higher. Now, we'll see what Backlash does. We'll see. I'm really curious to see how y'all guys take Backlash. Because Backlash is done. It is sitting on my channel. All I gotta do is just hit 2 buttons. Put thumbnail on. And set it to premiere. That's it. That's all I gotta do. It's just sitting there. It's done. But whenever it gets scheduled, you will know. But the plan is Tuesday night. As of right now. We'll see how everything goes. But Tuesday night is the plan to release Backlash. So, here is my outlook for the rest of this year. Here's what I want to do. Now, if you did not watch AOA Next Level, I need all of you to go back and watch AOA Next Level. Because this announcement will make sense when we get there. We're not going to talk about it. So, my plans for the rest of 2020 for Universe Mode is in the next 2 months, the end of November and December. I want to get the first takeover done and out. I want to get Payback out the way and the next brand exclusive pay-per-view for Smackdown. I want to be on the road to King of the Ring, if my dates are correct. I gotta double check my calendar. The plan is, let me see. I have the calendar in front of me. Wait, cause what is next? Yeah, that's correct. I got the calendar in front of me. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so September, that's June, July, yeah, that's correct. Oh, that's correct, okay. The plan is to be on the road to King of the Ring in the new year. So then we won't be that far from SummerSlam. You should see SummerSlam early 2021, which means AEW, and if everything goes well, AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling should start up spring 2021. That is the goal. if we can get everything done by the end of the year. Which means before the end of 2020, if everything goes well, which I hope it does, you should see Payback, the Smackdown exclusive pay-per-view to be announced, and NXT TakeOver Chicago 2. That should be your next big pay-per-views you should see before 2020's out. And the special collaboration show, which is TBA, because y'all haven't watched Next Level yet. Y'all need to go watch Next Level. The special collaboration show with me and J&W. Those 4 shows should, if everything goes well, should be out before the end of 2020. And the goal is to be building towards the King of the Ring in 2021. And you will also see SummerSlam early 2021. And then spring of 2021, you will see AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. That is the goal. The goal is to be halfway through season 7 before summer 2021. That's my goal. So, with that being said, I will see you guys for Monday Night Raw, which you will be seeing very, very soon. I'll see y'all for NXT. I'll see y'all for Smackdown. And I will see you for Backlash. Like I said on Twitter, all of these shows are coming bang, 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 bang very, very soon. Because I want to work on a lot of content during this break. So we can hit those goals. I gotta get in here and grind. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for you guys. Giving y'all content. Doing my job. And passing the time. Doing what I love to do. That goal should not be interrupted because I only have 2 final exams to take. Which is correct. I only have 2 final exams this semester. So, we should be golden. One of those final exams I'll be taking when I go right back to school on November 30th. Then the other one I'll be take a week after that. So we should hit those goals. So don't worry about us not hitting those goals. But that is the plan. Any questions, comments, or concerns, you all know where to find me in the comments section down below. You can talk to me there. You can talk to me on Twitter. Primary place where I be at most of the time. I still have a Discord, even though I'm not active as much on Discord anymore. If you want to talk to me on there, you can't talk to me on there. I don't be on Instagram that much, so don't contact me there. I won't answer you for 2 days. That's how much I check my Instagram. I don't check my Instagram that much. I'm about to go figure out what's going on with my TV. I don't know why my TV is going green. But yeah. Do I have anything happening on December 13th? I gotta check my calendar. What is the 13th? I don't even know what that is. What is the 13th? That's a Sunday. 1, 2, 7. As of right now, no. I do not, because I do not know when. I don't know when the. No, as of right now, no. I don't know how much I'm going to get done in the next 3 weeks towards the next exclusive pay-per-views. As of right now, no. Nothing is scheduled for the 13th. Best guess, you might get a weekly show, maybe. I don't know. Just depends on how much I can get recorded in the next week. No, as of right now, no. So the 13th, I'm free for right now. We'll see. That might change. It just depends on how much content I can get out in the next What is that? That's 2 weeks from now. No, it's three. That's 3 weeks from now. That's about 3 weeks from now. Yeah, it's about 3 weeks. About 3 weeks from now. Okay. So that's it right now. No, we'll see. We will see how things go for my schedule. Because if I can get a lot recorded in the next week, and all I gotta do is just do commentary, for the next 3 weeks, that would be great. Because I think Payback already has some matches done already anyway. Because we started early on that. And Takeover Chicago 2, that's already in production already anyway. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to be golden. Because we're already trickling down matches already. Because I edit now, I don't do commentary when I record anymore because that used to be a hassle. A lot of people did not because it's easier and it's more cleaner that way. What I mean by that is I do commentary when I don't record the matches is because I used to do it that way and the matches were not good. You know what I'm saying? Because and what to me my matches were not good and the quality of the show was not good. I used to do that. I used to record the matches and do commentary at the same time. But now since I have Filmora and I can commentate in Filmora, what's the point in doing that anymore? I could just commentate afterwards, and I think I think it feels more natural that way. I edit my since the shows are edited now, and I edit them the majority of them myself. It's easier to do it that way because then all I gotta do is just put the clips together in order, and I just commentate the whole thing. If it feels better, the show flows better. But that's just my style now. I had that style. I used to have that style back in the day. From season 3 to I think you can argue until the end of season 6. I used until the end of season 6. The first show I did commentary afterwards, after recording it, was the WWE draft. So, I used to have that style where I used to do commentary while I was doing the match, and a lot of people told me, "Hey, you don't have to do that anymore. Try doing it afterwards." And I was like, "Well, sure, I'll try it." And people have been liking it ever since. Not saying both styles have its pros and cons. A pro for doing it while you're recording is when you edit the show, all you gotta do is just put the clips together, and you don't have to worry about or going back and doing commentary afterwards. So it saves time when you do it when you do commentary during the recording. But if you mess up, then that means you have to stop your recording of your commentary and start over again if you didn't like the match. So you're putting more extra emphasis on commentary instead of match quality. Whereas if you record the matches then you do commentary, if you mess something up, be like, oh, I can fix that in editing. Oh, he got counted at 10. If you're doing live commentary, he get counted at 10. You're gonna have to stop that commentary and then redo it again. Instead of being, oh, he got counted at 10. Oh, I can fix that in editing. And you won't have to worry about the hassle of redoing the commentary and stuff like that and making them match up. You can just do a simple crowd cut You know what I'm saying? And nobody wouldn't even know he got counted out at 10. You wouldn't even know. You know, whatever your botch was, you can quickly fix that because the commentary won't catch it. You know what I'm saying? You can catch it in editing. And also the buttons. A lot of people complain to me about the buttons. About how they can hear me button mash when I was recording the matches. And how you can hear the controller in the background. That today that bothers me. It does. Because I don't know, maybe I'm trying to go towards those upper echelon YouTuber styles where I don't like the small details bother me. You know, like, okay, button mashing bothers me now. Stuff like that bothers me. So I try to mitigate that myself. So when I record, I put the microphone in during the entrance, so you hear the entrance music and stuff like that while that happens. And then immediately when that match starts, I unplug that microphone and I record the match. And you don't even hear me unplugging the microphone sometimes because my commentary be over it, so you never hear it. But that's how it goes. So you don't hear me button mashing and stuff like that when I'm doing commentary. Like I said, it's pros and cons to it. Like I said, whatever your style is, that's your style. Now I record everything, do commentary over everything and editing. Phil Moore is my best friend. Sometimes when it works properly, and that's about it. That in turn also makes shows takes longer to produce. Well, that's good. That's good because I will tell you something. I'm a thing about button mashing. I don't want to hear that I do not want to hear that in your commentary. I won't say anything if you're new, but if you've been doing this for more than a year or two, I don't want to hear it. I can't. I can't stand that right now. Oh, I hate button mashing now. It bothers me. But yeah, a lot of people say, that laptop ain't gonna change your production, boy. Now we got, you notice when everybody was saying that, when I bought the laptop, you know what I'm saying? And now shows are in 1080p. Now shows are, have text promos now. Oh, you have smooth transitions. Now the editing's on point. But that lousy laptop wasn't gonna do all that though. I fooled them. Cause I actually edit two ways now. I edit through Share Factory and Filmora. Share Factory, that's where I edit my matches at. And the matches I record, I put them in clips to be uploaded to YouTube. And then Filmora is where I add the transitions, text promos, etc. that need to be added, crowd noise, all that stuff like that. I add that in Filmora. But you can also add all that in Share Factory if you don't have Filmora. You don't need to have Filmora to do all that. Share Factory can take care of that yourself. Share Factory has a lot of things. And I'm curious. I never looked this up. I need to see how Share Factory is on the PlayStation 5. I'm curious to see how that goes. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it goes. So that was a good question about why I do commentary, how I do commentary now, which is crazy. But hey, I always say you learn. Yeah, I need to give me a flash drive that is compatible with the PlayStation 4. I bought a flash drive, but it doesn't even go with the PlayStation 4, so that sucks. And I might need to invest in a new TV now, which freaking sucks. Because I don't know what's going on with my TV. But we're gonna have to work with this green screen TV for a little while until I figure out what's going on with it. Luckily, I have other ways of watching WWE Network and YouTube. That's all I watch on TV anyway. So the only thing is I gotta look at a green screen while producing matches now. But luckily, thank God you guys don't see what I'm seeing, which is great. Yeah, you're right, boss. Absolutely. That's awesome. But yeah, once I get me a flash drive and all that stuff like that, I think I'll be fine. And you can still stream on a PlayStation 5, which is great. And you can still record from the PlayStation 5, I heard. So that means I don't have to invest in an Elgato game capture card yet, which is great. That saves me $200. Thank you, Sony. I appreciate that. Now I'm expecting Sony to keep that up. That was one of the reasons why I never invested in an Xbox. And the reason why I never did is because you can stream from the PlayStation 4. And you can record from the PlayStation 4. That's the reason why I did not buy an Xbox One. And obviously Sony has better exclusives, but we're not gonna get in it. I'm not getting into that conversation. We'll say that for Deshaun. But that's one reason why I never got an Xbox. But I have stated I was gonna buy the Series X because I want to play Gears of War and catch up on Gears of War. That's the only reason why I'm gonna buy an Xbox this generation, is because I want to play Gears of War, and you can't play Gears of War on PlayStation. If Gears of War ever comes to PlayStation, I'm never getting an Xbox One. Because I don't really need it. I don't really need an Xbox One necessarily, because I don't play anything else besides Gears of War. I never liked Halo. Have any of you guys liked Halo before? I never necessarily liked Halo at all. I don't know. That's just me. I never got into it. But yeah, Microsoft had my money. Or actually, my family always owned both anyway. Microsoft. I personally owned an Xbox 360 before the PS4 and Xbox One came out. I was on Team Xbox. Pretty straight up. My dad owned a PS3, and that's why how I played Uncharted, God of War, and etc. on the PlayStation 3, because my dad owned the PS3. But but I got to Team Xbox. But I personally got a PS4 because Xbox really rubbed me the wrong way at that E3 press conference. If Xbox would have delivered on that E3 press conference, I probably would be a Xbox owner to this day. Which means I would have never started a universe mode on YouTube, which would have sucked. So thank goodness, hey. So shout out to Microsoft for blundering the Xbox One. Thank you, Microsoft, because you changed my life, Microsoft. My whole life has changed since you blundered the Xbox One. That rhyme. Don't hate to play it again. I'm sorry, but yeah, thank you, Microsoft. I appreciate it. I appreciate the the blunder, because you made me buy a PS4. So thank you. The only thing I miss about the Xbox is not playing Gears of War. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing I miss about the Xbox. Everything else, PS4 controller is just better. PS4 has the better games. So why else would I need to buy an Xbox besides to play Gears of War, when I can play everything else I want to play on PlayStation? So that's pretty much it. That's why I made the switch. So thank you, Microsoft. I appreciate it. But I heard some people been telling me, because I know Xbox and PlayStation have been having some issues with the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Necessarily, I've never bought a console on time. Never in my life. I bought a console day one, because personally my family don't never believed in buying consoles day one. So when I got my consoles, I never had all these issues, cause I get them like a year or two in a cycle. So I like, for example, I didn't buy a PS4 until 2015. I felt like that was the right time to buy one. I bought one when 2K16 came out. I got a bundle with WWE 2K16. That's when I bought my PS4. That's when I upgraded to next gen in 2015. Now, will I upgrade to next gen in 2022? We'll see. I might, but it depends on what comes out. If it's still on the PlayStation 4, first of all, the PS4 product the game will be cheaper. First of all, I'm not gonna pay $75. I'm gonna pay $65 for it. First of all. Secondly, if you're still making games for the PS4, why do I have to upgrade? I mean, that's what I'm thinking about. I might could just save my money for a little while, cause I know the majority of the games that I want to play are coming on the PS5 and PS4. So there is not a need to go spend the money right now. I have the money to go buy a PlayStation 5 if I want to right now, even though they're out of stock where I'm at. If there was stock, I can go and buy a PlayStation 5 if I want to. But the problem is there's not that much stock. Then I'm seeing some issues. So I'm a little hesitant to upgrade when I don't have to. Because WWE 2K22, and this is just icing on the cake. Y'all know my job is mainly wrestling content. If 2K22 is on PlayStation 4 and it's not going to be on PS5 at all, then the need to upgrade won't be that much, because then that means I won't be competing with a older version of the game for universe mode and stuff. I can just stick to what I was doing right now. So the need is not there to upgrade. So that's what I was looking at. I was like, do I really need it? That's when I kept thinking about it. I'm like, I'm getting so mad not getting a PlayStation 5 right now, but I don't need to upgrade just yet, because the need is not there yet, even though I really want to upgrade deep down in my heart and soul. But the need is not there yet. I will upgrade eventually. I will want to play with that DualShock 5 controller. I would want to play with that SSD. I would want to play with all the amenities that the PlayStation 5 has to offer. But the need is not there yet. but I will upgrade one day. Probably will be next year, or if not, for sure 2022 I'll have a PS5 in my household. But yeah, we'll see. I was kind of mad because I was like, wait, the PS5 is coming out when I'm transitioning to college, so that's another hassle I gotta worry about. So I was kind of upset when I seen the time frame of it, but hey, we'll see how that one goes. But what else I was talking about before we was talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. I legit forgot what I was talking about before we talked about PlayStation 5 and Xbox. Aiden, what's my 3 favorite GMO matches? I have no clue. Legit, I don't know. I don't even know, to be honest. I really don't. I'm trying. I don't even know. I'm confused. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's my favorite GMO matches of all. I really don't know. But good question. I'll come back to it. I'll answer it later. Cause I really don't know. But I at first I was like, man, I should never got this freaking laptop, man. But I'm grateful for my little baby, even though even though she give me problems. I'm grateful for my little baby. I love my baby. She nice. No, she. I mean, like she's. Yes, it's a she. But I was no. Now I was gonna name my laptop the Train, but I thought that was weird. But this my dog right here. This thing is nice. So I got the warranty on it too. But yeah. What's up, Gino? Welcome back to the stream, my guy. Oh man. Did he just say that? Why the Train? you know why I'm gonna name him the Train. Yeah. Good stuff. I'm trying to think. I think I missed some when I was talking about Backlash. Oh, not Backlash. Vengeance. What I want to talk about? Oh, God. Yeah, this. This is what I miss. I missed the biggest piece of them all. God doggone Aiden English. Oh, Aiden English. Oh, you make me want to punch you in the doggone face. Woo! If y'all didn't see this moment at Vengeance, I need y'all to go back and watch the IC title match, right? And look at this moment and see how mad everybody got. Now I know heat, and I know genuine heat. The last time my chat got that mad was Oh my god. I can't even get it out. I can't. Okay. The last time my chat got that mad was when Batista beat, who was it? Batista beat Alistair Black. That's the last time my chat literally exploded and said, them dudes said AEW chants in the chat. I'm like, oh my god. J&W remembers that. It was so funny to me. I'm like, oh my god, this guy is hated. Like, the boy said AEW. I'm like, oh my god, dude, it was hilarious. That was genuine heel heat. It wasn't go away. That was genuine heel heat. And I actually kind of missed the Batista era a little bit. It was just it was great. It was great. But Jay White specifically Aiden freaking English just made me mad. Like genuinely mad. Aiden English did. I was legit mad. I was mad because Jay White, I believe, is probably one of the most hated men in this company right now. Seriously, I don't know who else is more hated than Jay White. Can y'all give me any haters? Jay White, King Dar, but I mean well, yeah, it's called, really caring about your show. Like you get emotionally invested into it. Like, I popped for the Karrion Kross thing, but you know what I'm saying, because that was a genuine reaction. Then I popped for the Rusev thing. That was a genuine reaction. I'm emotionally invested in the show. That's why I get mad at stuff, but not mad like it was bad, but not like mad because I'm praising it because the booker's doing his job. That's what I mean by mad. You know what I'm saying? So Aiden ran around his house. Dude, no. I remember when I recorded it. It was when I got out early. And fun fact, Expert and J&W in my chat, in the Universe Mode chat, knows that I was legit. Like legit. I was legit mad that day because Phil Moore acted up and I accidentally deleted my Backlash editing. Because I was supposed to do Backlash commentary first, then do Vengeance. But I was so heated that I deleted the Backlash one. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just do Vengeance to cheer myself up. So I was already mad. So I did the commentary, and like legit, I cheered myself up. So that was a fun fact about the day I recorded that commentary. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was like, what on earth is happening? I told Expert, I thought something was wrong with my doggone Femora. I thought my Femora was acting up. I'm like, what is going on? That's why I said, what the hell? I was like, what the hell? What's going on? Oh my god. I was legit. I was like, what? It was like I was at WrestleMania again. I haven't popped that hard. I haven't popped that hard and had a genuine reaction like that since I went to WrestleMania Live. That was the last time I popped, like pop for something. It like really hard, because I did pop at Mania many times at that show when I was there live. But that was like the last time I really got up for something and like really got emotionally invested. Murph shows I do that, but not on that level like that. Like I was screaming. I was genuinely emotionally invested. Yeah, I do it all the time. When a debut happens and you know that's your own stuff, and like and you sitting there watching the chat just go crazy, or like when a shocking moment happens and the crowd just and your chat just get invested into it. That's the best feeling in the entire world as a content creator. You love that. You love that. Because I thought that Expert was going to go with my idea of just having him of just playing the vignette and doing the match card, and then maybe debuting him on a Raw after Vengeance. Because we did discuss the Ascension thing. I didn't forget about that, but I didn't know how in Green's Earth he was going to bring back the Ascension and make it make sense. He actually brought them back and made it make sense. Yep. You love those moments as a content creator. That's why I'm probably going to make that moment that my pinned tweet from now on. I'm probably going to change my pinned tweet after the stream is over with, because I love it that much. And y'all know I normally don't change my pinned tweets. Because whatever I say in the last year, or one of my last tweets of the last year, that typically be my pinned tweet. So, but, yep, that was crazy. That was crazy, man. So, I commend y'all for showing up for that and all that stuff like that. But yeah, Aiden said he ran around his house. I know for Cross, that's crazy. But the Aiden English thing was just a typical heel prick. Just makes me it just makes me want to punch somebody in the face. Legit, it makes me want to punch somebody in the face. Like, yeah, for sure, bro, for sure, absolutely. I think everybody forgot that Karrion Kross showed up at WrestleMania Las Vegas and attacked Stone Cold Steve Austin. Everybody forgot about that. That happened, but we ain't gonna talk about that. That's for later. Say that for later. But like, that's just a definition of just like being a prick. And I need an explanation. I need to know why. Why did Aiden English do what he did? So now Monday Night Raw is in a great position. It's the Raw after Vengeance. So there's already a lot grind on it, because we just seen we just seen a great moment last night or the night before with a great show. So then we got questions that we need to answer. Why Aiden English? Why? Adam Cole, you escaped again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So poor Finn Balor got robbed. Somebody put in the comment section, Balor got robbed. I agree. Finn Balor got robbed again. I know you're not happy about the Finn Balor thing. I'm mad too. I hope look. That's why I said I hope Big E gets what's coming to him too. Cause Big E too He needs a good whooping too. Big E, Adam Cole needs one too. Shoot, that really, I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out. What's next for Adam Cole? What's next for Jay White? Jay White hosting an open challenge on Monday Night Raw. We'll see how that goes. Rusev versus Jay White 2 Payback. I could see it. I can see it. But what I think, that would be interesting if Cross accepts. That'll be interesting if Cross accepts. That would be cool. But Cross did attack John Cena, so I think that's his first target. But we'll see though. So let's see. My prediction for the Intercontinental Championship. Now I don't know this. Right here. I don't know who's going to accept. So nobody told me. But here's my prediction for the Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge. I think that Cesaro is going to accept. Now hear me out. Think about this. Cesaro had those talking segments. Because I haven't done commentary yet neither. But I haven't even gotten the show yet. Cesaro has those talking segments. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense for it to be Cesaro, right? Come on, man. Give Cesaro a chance. And all that stuff like that. I think it's Cesaro. That's my prediction. Aiden, to answer your question, yes, I do know what's going on with my own shows, but I have writers. I'm not Vince McMahon that rejects his writers and tell them that and rejects their ideas. I agree, Gino. That's why I think I would say English and Rusev at Payback. Smackdown is co-written by me and Picky. I actually now write the majority of Smackdown. Now, I know what's going to happen on Smackdown because I mainly book on Smackdown. But I told y'all I was taking a backseat this season. So, I don't... Now, like for NXT, I have no idea what they're doing. I genuinely don't know what they're doing. So, when they give me stuff, I just read the script, I approve it. Like, I know what's going to happen on the show, but they don't tell me certain details. Like I talked about this earlier, the old dog down and how long that little segment on NXT. I have no idea who that is. I have no clue. I have no clue who that guy is. I don't know. They didn't tell me. I know what's going to happen on the show. I know the script. I know how stuff is going to go because I do make the matches for the majority of the matches for these shows. So I approve everything I get in my hands. So what happens is the show is written, I give a green light to it, or sometimes I just let them have fun sometimes. And I would, whatever they ask me to make myself, I produce it. And I do commentary. And that's it. That's all I do for Raw and NXT. Now for SmackDown, I do have a hand in SmackDown. Now I do. I used to not have a hand in SmackDown. But SmackDown lost a writer. Or two. A writer. So I am stepping in and I am helping with SmackDown. That's the only show I know genuine plans for. And that's the only show I write. Now, this week's SmackDown will be the first SmackDown I have written since season 6. Written and produced by me. This will actually be the first show I have written since WrestleMania Las Vegas, because I did write WrestleMania Las Vegas. That was all my stories. Well, not all of them. Everything except 2 matches was written by me. That's correct. Yeah, that's right. 2 matches. Everything except the United States and the WWE title was written by me at WrestleMania. I believe that's right. That's correct. Yeah. So I haven't written anything since WrestleMania Las Vegas. So I told y'all this at the beginning of season 7. I said I was dead serious when I said I'm taking a back seat. Everybody didn't believe me when I said I was taking a back seat. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm only booking one show. One show technically, and then I give my insights and ideas. Like if I want something to happen on Raw, I told the Raw booker, "Oh, let's do this and let's do that," and they put it in the script. So yes, I still know what's happening on my own show, but there's some details that they don't tell me for a good reason, because again, you want to get that genuine reaction on commentary. You don't want to know everything, that the booker gives you. But so when the old dog down and that guy's revealed, long as JW he's probably not gonna tell me anyway. But when that guy's revealed, I'm not gonna know who he is. So. Like I said, so that's how everything works with CTP. I thought, but if anybody needed another explanation on that, I went over that and a couple months ago. I told y'all how that was going to work, and it's always in the description who writes the shows, and it says overseen by Coltrane because I was the overseer. The overseer is, I'm basically the job of Vince McMahon. I'm Vince McMahon, but I don't shut down people's ideas. I don't tear up scripts. I don't enforce things. Whatever ideas you have, if it's good, I approve it. We go on about our business. But I don't tear up your scripts. I don't call it. I don't manufacture things. You know what I mean? All those Vince McMahon things we always talk about. But I'm the Vince McMahon, but done the right way. So, but that's how everything works. That's how everything works. But what time is it? God, I've talked for so long. It's been 2 hours. Jesus. See what I'm saying? Mr. Cole, make Balor champion. Oh man. What are we gonna? No, I don't like. No, I don't lock people in ice chambers. No, I don't do that. Gino, what do you want to get? Give Finn Balor a chance trending on Twitter? If y'all seriously put on Twitter, give Finn Balor a chance, and put the hashtag CTP, and I see multiple tweets of that, I will be legit surprised. Give Finn Balor a chance. Hey, maybe Finn Balor will be a little mad. We'll see. Oh man, Gino, I love you, man. That's hilarious. Yeah. Well, y'all better get it. Y'all better get it going. Hashtag give Finn Balor a chance. It's gonna be on Twitter. And put the hashtag CTP behind it. All right. We'll see how this goes. Oh, geez, I've been talking for a long time. I want it to be done before SmackDown, but I guess we'll make it there. Now, I'm genuinely interested in a couple things for SmackDown, because this is the SmackDown before Survivor Series, and stuff like that. So, I'm gonna get everything going to get ready to go watch Friday Night SmackDown. and get ready to hopefully get the next episode of Raw soon, so we can get that commentary popping the weekend. But yeah, it was fun talking to y'all. Like I said, J&W knows. Y'all know I run my mouth. So obviously this was going to be another hour, of course. But I just realized the time. But I love talking to y'all anyway, so it's fun to me anyway. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, show down below. Thank you all for 1,600 and I think it's 27 right now of you. Thank y'all for everybody that has subscribed the last few days. Thank y'all for over 400 views on Vengeance. Let's keep it going. Grind don't stop. Grind don't stop. We not stopping. We rolling on. Like I told y'all, things are about to get interesting from here. So don't miss a second of any of these shows. I appreciate every single last one of you. Hope y'all have a great weekend. And if we don't talk like this before Thanksgiving, hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. A safe Thanksgiving for all my United States fans, which is over 95% of you. Or 98% of you. But hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Remember to be glorious at everything you do. And be phenomenal or be forgotten. And I'll see you guys on a combustible, chaotic, crazy Monday Night Raw, which you guys will be seeing very, very, very soon. Until then, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Peace out, guys.